Hello, hello, I'm back. So sorry. Almost every time I get on live, I get interrupted. My husband wants to talk. It's about the time he wants to talk is when I go live. I would turn my camera on, y'all, but this camera, it looks like it's moving and I don't know why. And y'all, I'm still trying to figure this all out, so I don't have this down yet. I do apologize. Um, However, I am going to go ahead and get started. As you can tell, I started it earlier and I had to chop it off because he'd be talking in the background. I've got music playing in here and I don't know how to turn it off either. One of these days. Okay, I think I figured it out. Yay. Okay. So, anyways, I hope everyone's good. I hope you're all having a great Monday or had a great Monday. It's almost over. Another week has started, and here we are, rocking it all the way down to these holidays, y'all. Can y'all believe it? We're already going into holiday season. This is insane. Our year has flown by, right? It has flown past us. But the weather is cooling off. I'm so happy about that. We're in Texas, so therefore it has been very, very hot. We've definitely needed this cooler weather. But here in Texas, you never know what you're going to get. If you don't like the weather, just stick around. It's going to change. Like the other night, it definitely did change and damaged my car. Lots of hail damage, but that's okay. It'll get taken care of. But, anyways, let's get started on our topic of the night, which is what do we call a narcissist? And what is a narcissist? Ooh, that's a big topic, isn't it? That is a very, very, very large, long, all kinds of things I can say about this topic. The definition of a narcissist. Okay. The definition of a narcissist. Narcissists are people that are basically all about themselves. Let's sum it up. That's what it is. It's a person with an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. That is the definition. But my definition is they're all about themselves. Narcissists who think the world revolves around them, right? They think the world is all about them. It's their way or no way. Pity parties all the way around the board. Okay. There's different types of narcissists. Okay. You have those with the narcissistic personality disorder. Um, and you have those that are, it's, there's so many different things that you can talk on this subject. And I've got a lot I'm going to talk on. I don't really have anybody interacting, and that's okay. But I would love for everyone to review this video, and I hope you enjoy it. If you do, I hope you would like it and share it. Join my channel and join me for some more because I will be coming up with more lives. And I will get used to the camera, y'all. I'll get over the camera shy. I get on Facebook all the time and goof off and play and stuff, but I've never been a camera person, so it's a little difficult for me. But yeah, we're going to talk about this for a little bit. So basically, we're going to start all over. I do apologize once again because of the video. I was doing really good too, and then my husband decides to come out. So, anyways, there are symptoms that you will see with people of narcissistic personality disorder. Some of those symptoms, okay, you might pay real close attention. Okay, they feel like they must be admired. Okay, they lack empathy. Sometimes they're arrogant, they're entitled, they feel entitled, like people owe them something, owe them everything. They have a sense of self importance. They can only be around people that are special or important to them. Okay, that's just a few of the symptoms that you might see with narcissistic personality disorder. Now, in a relationship, let's say for instance, a lot of times narcissists, they often tend to follow the same pattern in relationships. Okay, there's three things that they might do in a relationship as narcissists. Okay, they may idealize, devalue, and discard. Okay, and You'll see what I mean by that because basically they'll discard our feelings. I'm just going to say our, okay? Because you never know what anybody's going through. People live with this type of stuff all the time in relationships and they don't realize it. But the longer you're in that relationship, the more you see that person change, that person becomes a different person. It's not the same person that you once thought they were. Okay. It's a different person. A lot of times, your narcissistic partners, they will act as if they're always right. Okay. You're always wrong, but they're always right. That's how they're going to make you feel anyway. Or they're going to try to make you feel incompetent, but you're really not incompetent. They just want you to believe you are, right? Just don't ever let them get you, but they do. They do. They do tend to get people believing them. Um, and a lot of times, that type of behavior, it leads the other person in the relationship to either become angry or defensive. Because why? They're going to try to defend themselves, right? Because they're being accused of things that aren't happening. So you go to a defense manner at that point. You automatically jump to the defense, or you're going to become angry at that person because they're making all these allegations and accusations, and you're like, oh my goodness, it's going to make you feel badly about yourself. And this is just because of the way that they make people do it. They just make you feel this way by the things that are said. And we always were told as children, just remember what you say, what you speak, you can't take back. And words hurt more than anything. Okay. I have always said, personally, I would always rather just have somebody just beat on me physically than to say mean, horrible, hateful things to me, right? Um, because the words you can't take back once they're said, they're said. It is what it is. And in a narcissistic relationship, you know, the partner is the wife, the husband, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, your your partner, your mate. Um, you're going to deal with constant criticism when you're with a narcissist. It's constant criticism. One minute they're going to love you, they're going to love bond you. They just love bond. Okay, they're going to love you, but at the same time make you feel like you're not worth anything, right? You deal with the constant criticism. You They want to be controlling. They want to control your every move. Where are you at? What are you doing? Who are you talking to? Why are you late? All these things will come up. This is what they do because they want to be in control. But yet, that person goes and does whatever they want when they want because why? They're grown. They're going to go do what they want to do. Nobody's going to tell them what to do. Um, a lot of people in this type of relationship are afraid to set boundaries for themselves. And you see that a lot of times that you don't set boundaries. And it's unfortunate that the boundaries are not set because nobody deserves to be treated like that, right? So always try to keep boundaries on yourself for yourself, okay? For your self-worth. We're all worthy. We're all beautiful. Women, you're all beautiful. Women are beautiful. Women are to uplift others, okay? And it's not just women that deal with narcissistic men. Men deal with narcissistic women, right? Um, Sometimes people have narcissistic children, but these type of people will make you feel like you're not worthy. They'll make you lose your self-confidence. Your self-esteem is going to be so low. And then they're very jealous. They're very jealous because they're afraid somebody might look at you. They want to, oh, you're not going to wear that. No, because this person might see you. That's what they do. But yet they're going to look at a beautiful woman. They're going to look at a handsome man, and that's just what it does. And then in a toxic relationship, in a narcissistic relationship, and I call it toxic because that's what it is, um, you deal with major insults. insults or verbal abuse, like name calling. You get called a lot of names, lots of harsh criticism, and they just always go for the self esteem. Always. They always want to make you feel like you're not good enough. Okay. And what do? You sit back and you take it until you can't take it anymore. But by then you're damaged, right? That person's damaged that's dealing with a narcissistic mate, partner, lover, whatever. But when we say, for instance, we want to talk to them and we want to explain to them how everything's been for our day. How are we? What have we been doing for the day? How's our life going? Oh, it's been a great day. Has it? But are they listening? No, they're not listening to us. They just want to tell us about their day. And we're supposed to listen to everything they've got to say. Eventually, what happens with a narcissistic relationship, it's going to affect that person that is taking that type of ABUSE. It's going to cause physical, emotional, and mental damage. Okay, it will, because it's going to eventually start affecting your body. You're not going to sleep because you're becoming depressed. You're becoming sad. Okay, restlessness. Sorry. You might even start experiencing just all these body aches and these nausea, not feeling like eating because you've been told that you're fat, or just can't sleep. You're dealing with insomnia now. These are physical symptoms, okay? These are physical symptoms from being in a narcissistic abuse relationship, okay? And they call that narcissistic abuse syndrome. That's what that's called. And the signs of that, there's multiple signs of it, but they're very obvious signs, okay? And sometimes they're not. Sometimes it leads people to become self destructive. They start having self destructive behaviors where they want to harm themselves. That's not okay. That's not okay. But unfortunately, that's what happens is it leads people to feel that they're not good enough to have anybody. So why are they even here? So they want to harm themselves. Seek help. There is help out there, okay? Don't let this type of behavior that your significant other is giving you or your children are providing to you. Don't let that happen. And sometimes it'll cause a feeling of isolation where you're not going to be around no friends, no loved ones, don't want to be around nobody, or you can't be because they don't want you to be. They want to take that away from you. Okay, you still have the right to have friends. We all have the right to have our friends. They have theirs. They go see them. They go hang out with them. Go chill with them. So we should be able to do the same, right? So people that are in this type of relationship, a lot of times they'll lose their self identity. They won't even know who they are anymore. I wasn't like this before. Why did I let myself get to that point? But we don't think like that until we're in that situation. And then we're starting to see, okay, I'm dealing with anxiety. I'm dealing with depression. Okay, what's causing this? And then we have to stop and really think about that. We start having self doubt, guilt. We start feeling like, okay, what have I done to cause this? And it's not even us that's caused this. Unfortunately, it is the narcissistic behavior of the other partner that is making us feel this way. Okay. And, if there's emotional abuse, there's different types of emotional abuse. You can have the love bombing, as I mentioned earlier, the gaslighting. Gaslighting basically is everything is wrong because you did it. Yeah, constant criticism. You're terrible. You're a horrible person. I can't stand you. Blah, 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 blah. Don't let yourself be beat up like that. Stand your ground. They're very possessive and controlling. Um, it causes us to start feeling like we're on edge, like we're having to walk on pins and needles in our own home. That's not okay. You shouldn't have to walk on eggshells at home, right? We want to be able to know who we are, know what we're worth, So you should never let somebody make you feel any other type of way. Okay. Because we are all made in our own likeness, in our own image. Okay. And nobody should take that from us. But they do. They do because we allow it. We allow it. And and then you get to a point where you have to get into fight or flight. And when I say that, I mean you either fight or you stand up and figure out a way to get out of it. Okay, fight or flight. You're not able to set boundaries because you feel that, okay, I just can't do this. There's just no way I can set boundaries for him or her to stop this. But there is a way. You just have to be strong enough to get yourself to that point. And a lot of times you'll start feeling dissociation. Dissociation basically is when you start feeling detached from your own body, your own feelings, your own thoughts. And believe you me, I guarantee you, we've all been through this, right? In our lifetime, some of us, we've all been through that at some point or another with somebody that we've been in a relationship with, that we've dealt with that. Okay. And I'm not just talking about strictly just relationships, but I am a married woman and I have had previous relationships, and you deal with these things in life, and we live and we learn from them. Okay. You don't have to stay in that. But unfortunately, you get to the point where it's trauma bonding. Trauma bonding, that's a whole different subject. Okay. But what trauma bonding is, it's those people that are in these type of relationships, they may still have strong attraction or bond with the person that is the narcissist. And it occurs because we learn to depend on our partner for validation or care. Okay. And when we start doing that, we start trauma bonding. That's a whole nother subject. And I can do a whole new live on that just alone. And I will eventually do that. But these people with this type of behavior have serious trust issues, but they always make accusations that you're cheating or you're doing that or you're doing that. And when you're dealing with these people, we tend to put away our needs. We sacrifice our needs to ensure that we can do for them. I am guilty of that myself, okay? I'm guilty of that myself. You try to do things for other people before you do for yourself, okay? You'll just let yourself go, but yet you want to make sure that they're okay. And it's never okay for you to feel like that is the way of life because it's not. It's not. And eventually you learn these things. It takes time. Yes, you go through a lot of pain to get to that point, but you do get there. Okay? You do get there. And a lot of times when a narcissist, as they get older, they tend to struggle. They struggle more with the idea of feeling weak and feeling like they have to rely upon us or on others. Okay? A lot of times they'll start becoming more hostile, more self-centered, and more inflexible. They don't want to budge. There's no budging at all. None. It's me, 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 me. What can I do for me? But we don't think about that, right? And so here we sit, we're trying to make this relationship work, all while we're dealing with this inflexible mate, right? Or partner. And a lot of times they'll start behaving in very arrogant manners. Okay. They're going to secretly hide money. They're open secret bank accounts. Believe me, that's what they do. They'll hide things from you and see what they can get from you. That's what happens. They will see just how much they can get from you. but it all in the same while they're hiding things from people. That's what a narcissist will do because it's a me situation. Now, if you've ever been in this type of situation or you are currently in this type of situation, there are ways that you can heal. You can heal from these type of relationships, guys, and you don't have to stay in them. You need to try to figure out your way out if that's what it takes. Try to figure your way out. You've got to take care of yourself to heal from these type of relationships. Take care of yourself. It's self healing, okay? Self care. You've got to set some boundaries and make them appropriate boundaries because you can do all kinds of boundaries, but you want to make sure that they're appropriate boundaries. But we also have to learn how to cope by acknowledging the experience that we've been through. And that's going to be the hard part right there. And the only way you're going to do that is by staying busy, prioritizing your pleasures, doing what you want to do. Okay. Don't blame yourself for everything that you've been accused of. Know your self worth. Know that you're loved. Know that you're worthy. And sometimes it takes walking away and never turning back, guys. As hard as it is to say that, you may love somebody. You may love somebody so much that you just can't see life without them, right? But at the end of the day, you need to think of your physical health, your physical well being. Um, is this worth it? Is this really something you want to live with for the rest of your life? Or what can you do to help try to change the situation? Do you think you can change a narcissist? Eh, I don't think you can because I think that they're, again, are set in their ways. Um, do I feel like, in my personal opinion, you can try to make things better? You can try. You can, one minute you're going to be doing fine, you're going to be okay, but then the next minute, in the same breath, you're going to be told how bad you're doing, or why could you do this better, or why aren't you doing this? It's always negative when you're trying to show positive. And that is a toxic relationship. Okay. And that's what narcissism will do. It will cause a horrible, horrible divide in relationships, but you don't have to stay in that type of situation. Sometimes you have to, again, try to build yourself up as a woman, as a man. Just realize and stop and think what you really want. What do you really want? And how can you fix that problem to better yourself and to better your life, to better your family? Um, it's hard. I mean, it's hard dealing with that type of stuff because when you get belittled for so long, you begin to believe it for real. Even though you know what type of person you are, you could have the biggest of hearts, but be told you're the biggest piece of crap there is walking this earth, right? You begin to believe it after a little bit. You shouldn't have to, but you do start feeling that type of way. But you're beautiful on the inside to the out. Your outward appearance isn't what makes a person. Somebody's outward appearance is not what makes them. It's the inside that makes them, their heart. Where is their heart? Ask yourself, does this person really love me? Yeah, they may love you, but is this really worth something you want to deal with forever? And if you want to look that up, I mean, you may want to read into that if you're in any type of situation like that, for narcissism, because there's a lot of things you can read on. There's books that you can read, on that to kind of help you deal with it and help you get through these type of situations. Um, but my personal opinion is hold that head up high, wear your crown, take care of yourself. Get them boundaries set, ladies. Get them boundaries set, men. Whoever's in a situation like that, you need to get them boundaries. Let them know that you're not going to be treated that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you've got to know what you really want to do. But self care is number one priority. You need to take care of yourself. Always remember it's easier to smile than it is to frown. Okay. I'm not trying to be no type of counselor, no nothing like that. I'm just talking on things that people need to hear about because you just never know. I mean, these things are out there all the time. You hear of this type of stuff in relationships. And it's good to know that there are people out there that will help get you to a safe spot if you're not in a safe spot, if you're not feeling safe at home or you feeling comfortable at home. If you have to get out, then you need to figure out a way to do it and do it safely. Take care of yourself, okay? But, anyways, and until next time, guys, that's all I've got for tonight. I've done a 30-minute live. That's pretty good. Not bad. But until next time, that's all I'm going to talk on. We'll come up with another subject, and hopefully I'll be on camera next time, and I'll get to see y'all. And if y'all like my live, please hit that like button and share my video and join my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Y'all have a blessed night. See y'all later on. Bye.